Tesla is secretly working on two new Model Ys for 2024. One is the big Juniper refresh, the massive redesign, while the other is a surprise mini refresh that just leaked here in the US, and one that could be launching literally at any moment, maybe even today. Tesla could give us the biggest surprise of 2024 that no one was expecting. So in this video, I'm bringing down the top 10 things you need to know about new Model Ys for 2024. Let me tell you about these two big refreshes, what's coming, the big features, the good stuff, the bad stuff, and how this could be launching literally at any moment and really shock the Tesla community in a way that no one was expecting. And a big thanks to Extra for sponsoring this video. They're the makers of the best wallet on the planet ever. Period. End of story. Not up for debate. Stay tuned to learn why I love Extra Wallet so much, and one of their newest creations that is hands down one of the coolest things I've tested in a long time. So just to make this clear from the get-go of this video, I fully acknowledge that the Model Y is an amazing vehicle and Tesla doesn't need my help to sell it. There's a reason why the Model Y is the best-selling vehicle in the world. It's got a great design, great efficiency, great range, great power, great technology, sort of the kick you back in your seat, smile on your face that EVs give. It is a phenomenal vehicle loved by so many people around the world, including myself and many of you guys watching videos here on this channel. But as it stands right now in 2024, Tesla is facing a bit of a problem. They're not selling as many Model Ys as they used to be just a couple of months ago, and the big question they're trying to figure out is, why is that? Now, there are many people on the internet much smarter than me that could give you a statistical breakdown of numbers and analytics and stuff like that, but after talking to many consumers and reading your comments and listening to what you guys have to say after watching these videos, I think the big issue the Model Y is facing right now, as it currently stands in 2024, is that it's the oldest vehicle in Tesla's lineup in terms of a refresh. The Model S and Model X got that pretty big refresh not too long ago, still making it fresh, modern, and new. The Cybertruck obviously is a brand new vehicle that's bringing lots of new stuff here to the lineup. And the Model 3 just got its big Highland upgrade. It got a huge redesign, tons of new features. This is like the brand new Tesla in the lineup that's amazing, and people absolutely love it. And while the Model Y, again, is not a bad vehicle by any stretch of the imagination, it is looking a bit dated compared to its other siblings in 2024. It doesn't have RGB ambient lighting, doesn't have cooled ventilated seats, doesn't have a rear screen, and just has a design that isn't bad. Let me make that clear, not a bad vehicle, but is looking a bit dated in 2024, especially when you can compare it to the competition and Tesla's own other vehicles in the lineup. And because of this problem, Tesla has certainly begun to feel the pressure, and the Model Y just isn't selling as well as it was a couple of quarters ago, which has caused Tesla to make a couple of unprecedented moves, even going as far as to communicate to their employees, to communicate to customers that a Model Y refresh is not planned in 2024 because they're trying to get sales going now and have people not wait. And I should say this to make things clear. One is that Tesla lies all the time and they'll dispel rumors that always turn out to be true. They do this all the time overseas in China. They do it in the US. So don't believe just because Tesla says this to their sales team, they're not telling a lie. And also some things have changed that might have changed the timeline a bit and might actually give us a new Model Y in 2024, but I'll come back to that more in just a moment. We know that long before there were some issues about Model Y sales, Tesla has been, for a while, working on a big refresh. They are working to give a big overhaul to their most popular model. They're gonna bring all these amazing features to the Model Y. The big problem, though, is that Model Y Juniper refresh isn't ready just yet. Tesla needs to sell vehicles, the refresh isn't ready, people wanna wait for the refresh model, so there's sort of a problem, and Tesla needs to figure out how to bridge that gap and incentivize people to buy now and not wait for what may or may not be coming, who knows, 6, 12 months from now. In order to build a bridge to bridge that gap, Tesla has done a couple of things to try to incentivize people to buy Model Ys right now. They've offered a number of different FSD updates and freebies and transfers. They just recently launched the Quicksilver color option here in the US exclusively for the Model Y. They've offered special lease deals. They just introduced the all-new long-range rear-wheel drive that offers the most range ever in a Model Y, and just over the last couple of days, introduced brand new financing, 0.99% financing if you buy a Model Y through the end of May, and again, only for the Model Y. They are trying incentives and different things, and basically all they can to get people to buy a Model Y right now and not to wait for the newer, bigger update. And if your thought, like many others, is to probably just wait for the update, then I, for one, would agree with you, because from what we've heard, the Model Y Juniper upgrade is gonna be like the Model 3 upgrade, which was very significant. You're getting that new design, RGB ambient lighting, rear screen, ventilated seats, better acoustic glass, a better suspension, just an overall huge upgrade to this car that will make it better in almost every single way. But like I mentioned, the Juniper refresh is probably still a little ways away, and Tesla needs to keep things going now, so what are they going to do? Well, like I mentioned in the intro of this video, there actually might be two Model Y refreshes coming. One is the big Juniper refresh, and one is a mini refresh that looks like it just landed in the US and might be coming soon to sort of fill the gap, fill the void, so to speak, until the big Juniper refresh is ready later on near the end of the year. Okay, now is the point in the video that I should probably come clean and spill the beans a bit on a secret that you guys should know about. That is that as much as I love Teslas and as excited as I am for the all-new Model Y, there's a company and product that I love way more, that I get way more questions about, that I use every single day, and one that I absolutely love, and that's my wallet, made by this video's sponsor, Extra. And there's many, many things that Extra does well, so many amazing features of their products, but here's my favorite. That is as easy as it gets to get your credit card or medical card or driver's license out, pay what you gotta pay, pop it back in, just like that. Extra makes the best wallets on the planet, period. End of story. And if you hit that link right down below in the description, you can check out Extra's website, check out all the amazing products and accessories they make, but I guarantee you that all of the finishes here are going to be amazing. The materials here are top-notch. Everything is as premium as it gets. And about a year ago, I switched from one previous Extra wallet to this one here to get a little bit more room. I've got a place for my driver's license. I've got a little place for cash in my gym. A little card tag here was easy to have access to here. I like this. And I also like that I had a built-in space here for the AirTag, because Apple makes the AirTag really weird. It's sort of hard to mount this into a wallet. So Extra's got this solution, which is great, but it's just not perfect because Apple made the AirTag super weird, and that is why I'm super excited about Extra's latest innovation here, their latest product, which is this. This is the Finder card, which gives you all of the amazing capabilities and features of the Apple Find My network in a way slimmer and better form factor than this, because this is like as thin and lightweight as any typical credit card. The Finder card sports full Apple Find My support. So that means you get all the benefits here of the ecosystem. You can super easily set it up on your iOS device. You're able to sort of utilize the hundreds of millions of devices in the Find My network. So you've got that great peace of mind that if you happen to drop your wallet somewhere, or if it gets misplaced, you can easily find it if someone just walks by with an iPhone or an iPad, and that's basically bound to happen every couple of seconds. And you can also even ping it, have it make a sound from up to 300 feet away. It is super slim, lightweight, super easy to just drop this thing in your wallet and go. And having the ability to play that sound is super useful, because if you're like me and a little bit forgetful and you lose your wallet in a room, you can just jump into the Find My app, tap the play a sound button, and then track down where that pesky wallet might have gone. Perfect. There it is. And if you guys want to take advantage of some special savings for a limited time through June 20th, you can hit that link right down below in the description. They've got a massive site-wide sale going on, up to 40% off. And if you use the code Rosenfeld at checkout, you can take advantage of those amazing savings. So again, give your wallet a huge upgrade. Check out all the amazing products they've got to offer and take advantage of those great savings. Hit the link right down below. Use that code Rosenfeld at checkout and check it out right now. Now, Tesla needs to be careful here. They don't want to introduce a totally new Model Y that would be too complex and take too long to build and drive costs up. And they also do not want to give us a refresh that would overshadow what's coming later on. So they got to be careful here. But they also know that people want something visually different. They want some new looks and some new features. They want something that looks different from the current model right now, which is where this mini Model Y refresh comes into play. And for viewers who have watched my videos before, you might have heard me mention that Tesla had done a refresh in their most competitive market around the world a couple of months ago, and that was over in China, where they gave us darker wheel covers for the standard 19-inch Gemini wheels. They got rid of the wood trim inside of the Model Y and put in a more sort of modern fabric, soft touch material that was gray. And they also introduced an RGB ambient light strip in the front of the Model Y as well that was not the wraparound RGB that we've got in the new Model 3 or Cybertruck, but was a bit more modern than the no RGB we have in the current Model Ys. Before you comment down below and go, this is nothing new, this isn't new news, what are you talking about? Hold on a second, let me explain. The reason I say all this is to say that Tesla did this in their most competitive market a few months ago, and now we have new evidence to suggest that this could be coming here in the United States, because just a couple of days ago, some Model Ys were spotted at the Fremont factory with these new darker wheel covers that have led many to speculate that this Model Y China mini refresh might be coming here to North America, which makes a lot of sense if you look at a couple of the sort of missing puzzle pieces now coming together. And this may be a multi-step release, as Tesla just 2 days ago launched, sort of mysteriously, a new set of darker wheel covers seen in the photos for the Model Y if you go with the 19-inch Gemini wheel option for additional $500, but I think that's just step one of what will be step two, ultimately here, possibly bringing this mini Model Y refresh to the United States and other markets around the world beyond just China. For starters, we have seen over and over again Tesla launch new features internationally and then bring them over to the United States. Specifically, we've seen on more than one occasion Tesla launch features first in China and then bring them over to the United States. It happened, I believe, with the Model 3 powered frunk, happened with Quicksilver that was over in Europe, went to China, then came over to North America. And we've also seen Tesla over the last couple of weeks start slowly but steadily building new Model Ys with new features before they make the big public reveal. This just happened with the Quicksilver Model Y. We saw a couple Model Ys with Quicksilver, then more and more and more, and then, oh, lo and behold, Tesla announced Quicksilver Model Ys available to buy here in the US. And that may be what is coming with this new Model Y mini refresh now, is that Tesla is going to begin to build a batch of these, batch and batch by a time, in Fremont, Texas, or maybe both, and then put this sort of online as a new Model Y to buy, probably not making a big announcement or fanfare about it because, again, they don't want to overshadow the Juniper refresh, but again, showing customers they're committed to the Model Y, they're committed to make the Model Y better, and giving users that refresh, something new, something different, until the bigger refresh is ready later on this year. And while there definitely is a possibility that Tesla just could be launching darker wheel covers in the Model Y, and that's all this is, that would be very odd. Again, given what we've seen Tesla do historically, bringing Chinese Tesla features over to other markets, seeing as they're trying to boost Model Y sales, and seeing as the mini refresh worked over in China, would make sense, logistically speaking, for them to easily do that here in the US, and that does appear to be a strong possibility. I'm not here to say it's definitely 100% going to happen, but given Tesla's track record and given what they're trying to do with the Model Y right now, and given that the Juniper refresh is still likely a couple of months away, this has, in my opinion, a very, very strong chance of happening and could be launching at any moment now. Of course, if you want to wait for the bigger refresh, that's going to be the big Juniper refresh. Like I mentioned, that's going to be the big Model 3 upgrade that the Model 3 got just a couple of months ago with the Highland refresh. It's the big redesign. You get all those new interior features. That's going to be a big deal. And timeline on that is still a little murky. The biggest leak actually we've gotten on the Model Y Juniper was just a couple of days ago, where allegedly we got a photo of the center console. This is going to be the big piece for the Model Y, the first piece that leaked out, that has us to believe that in some capacity, the Model Y Juniper is being built. These could be the initial test fleet units. This could be some sort of test for a larger scale production. We just have no idea where the Model Y is right now. And according to Reuters, a Model Y Juniper refresh would not launch until the end of 2024 or early 2025, which still seems likely as the timetable right now, given the fact that Tesla is trying to boost Model Y sales and given they've got a lot of other things going on, that still seems likely. But again, this mini Model Y refresh could sort of be a stopgap for a bit and give us something while we all wait for the bigger Juniper refresh that likely won't come until sometime early next year. And as always, I get so many questions on what to do and if you should buy it now or wait, so let me give you sort of my straight answer here of what we know. What we know right now is that Tesla is really desperately trying to sell Model Ys. They're trying to keep hype up, they're trying to keep inventory low, so they're throwing a lot of different incentives on the table. So if you're looking to buy a Model Y, I think right now is not a bad time to buy, especially if you want to take advantage of that financing. And I think over the next couple of quarters, we will continue to see Tesla offer more incentives and more specials and freebies to try to move the needle and get Model Y inventory out the door. And my battery died. iPhone mode it is. Now, if you're looking to buy a Model Y and you want some of the new features, like you do want this mini refresh, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to wait and see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Of course, it's always hard to know where the timeline on these things land. Is it going to be an end of quarter thing, a next quarter thing? We just don't know, but definitely keep an eye out and see what Tesla might change on their website to see if this goes live or not. Of course, I'll let you know as soon as it goes live, but this is definitely something in the running. Now, if you want to wait for the big Model Y refresh, if you're really concerned about having the new redesign, you want all the new features, and I certainly personally would probably do this if you want to wait really for what the big refresh is going to be. Again, we just don't have a concrete idea of when this is going to be. Probably not until the end of this year, early next year is the only data information we have. And if you're okay to wait, then wait. Just know that you're always going to make that risk of prices going up or prices going down, probably going up, and incentives changing. Just know that if you wait for Juniper, you're going to get the better features, but pricing may be adjusted when Tesla launches the new Model Y. Just something to sort of keep in mind. As always, though, guys, I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on all this? Your thoughts on the new Model Y, on the Juniper, on the mini refresh? Do you think the mini refresh is Tesla doing enough to sort of keep people excited about the Model Y, or is it too little too late? What Model Y update would you like to see? What feature would you like to see? And what would convince you to get a new Model Y? Let me know in the comments down below. Is it a freebie? Is it an incentive? Is it a price discount? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, just want to give a big thanks to Masterworks for sponsoring and supporting this channel. They have got over 400 artworks in their collection from names you've heard of: Picasso, Warhol, and Banksy. And as the economy right now is up and down and up and down, you're probably looking for a different investment strategy. And one of the best places to actually put your money is in fine art. Billionaires know it, banks know it, and now you can get a piece of the action as well. Masterworks makes it so simple, so easy. Over 900,000 users have signed up, and if you want to get immediate access, skip that wait list. All you've got to do is scan the QR code on screen right there, or head to masterworks.art/Rosenfeld to learn more and get started today. And again, skip that wait list and get immediate access right now. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want a chance to win an Amazon gift card for yourself totally for free, just subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment down below. And if you made it to the very end of the video, drop a car emoji in your comment, just to let me know you stayed to the very end. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. You can get a little behind the scenes of my studio setup here as I go iPhone camera here at the end. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.